Psalms chapter 68, verse 20. He that is our power is the God of salvation, and unto Yahweh the Lord belongs the issues from death. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to you, I came out there that push this word in truth and in sincerity. I have another article from the U.S. Sun, and this one goes into bloody attack. Man mauled to death by a pack of six dogs while on the phone to partner who heard him being ripped apart. Apparently he was on the phone with his woman, and she heard him getting his ass handed to him by these dogs. You know, a pack of dogs mauled this man to death. A man was mauled to death by a pack of six dogs while on the phone to his partner who heard him being ripped apart, getting his ass handed to him. Neville Thompson, 69, was attacked by dogs he was housing for a friend on his Pagru property in Hoska, wherever that road is, New Zealand. It says, damn. All right, here we go. The primary breed of the dogs were Neo Mustafi and Bulldogs crossed. Okay. Neville's stepdaughter, Stella Matthews, said her mother had been on the phone to him when the dogs launched their fatal attack. Yeah, them dogs, they was not playing, man. The Most High put the spirit on them dogs to do that. Job 4:7. I prayed he overperished being innocent. That man wasn't innocent. You know, that was his punishment. That was his judgment. They get put to death by them dogs, man. And there's going to be many more of that occurring, you know what I'm saying? Many more animal attacks. Wait till all hell break loose. And them zoo animals be unleashed. What do you think they're going to do? It's only going to get worse, man. It's only going to get worse. So it reads. It says, Stella said apparently he had gone outside to put the phone down, and my mom had heard scuffling and shouting and growling. She stayed on the phone for a good 25-30 minutes, and Neville's daughter, Natara Moore, added that her father's death and the nature of it had shocked the family and close-knit community, reports New Zealand outlet Stuff. Because, a little more. We're surviving just, she said. It's a shock when I found out. I felt like the air had been taken out of the room. Yeah, he got his ass handed to him. Them dogs ripped him apart, had a good time with them. Them dogs had a good meal that night or that day. Natara said her father had a big heart and had helped out a friend who needed somewhere to live. She added he was actually trying to get him out, the friend, because he didn't want those dogs around him. And he tried to protect his two dogs during all this by keeping them locked inside. They weren't involved at all. Maybe they could have helped him. It says, other members of the community also paid tribute to Neville, described him as kind and generous and a big support to people. Hey, well, you know, sometime, I mean, you got some dogs you're not familiar with. Why would you have them on your property and you got two dogs of your own? You don't think you're going to put your family in harm's way? You don't know how these dogs is going to react. You don't know the nature of these dogs because you didn't raise them. So that was his fault, man. Ultimately, the Most High put his ass to death, man. The Lord did that. The Lord put the spirit of them dogs to do so, to chew his ass up. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 40. No, chapter 39, verse 28, Salakia. And it reads, there be spirits that are created for vengeance. And the Most High put the spirit of them dogs to do that, man. To carry out his judgment. Which was the more that dude to death for whatever he did. He wasn't innocent. Job 4:7. The Lord did that to him, man. It says, back in Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. And in the time of the destruction, they pour out their force. And they laid on sore strokes of this dude. They more than the death, man. Tore his ass up, man. Tore his ass apart. He probably was screaming in agony while he was getting his ass handed to him by them dogs. One of them dogs probably grabbed him by the neck. Started shaking. The other dogs probably were just tearing his body apart, going to town on his body, man. Ripping him apart. And that's how, and that's how dogs, when dogs attack, man, they probably wasn't being fed properly. Mistreated. I don't know, who knows, man. The Most High just put the spirit on the dogs to tear his ass up. It says, Father Malu, whatever you pronounce his name, the Reverend at St. Peter's Pagru said he was very active in the community and a big support to people. It was very sad for the community to lose him because he was very kind and generous. As of now, 2 dogs remain on the loose. 2 dogs are fugitives. They on the loose. After police shot dead one, after police shot dead one of them and captured 2 others. On Thursday, one reportedly came back on Friday morning after the report by One News. He came back with some more. He wanted some more meat. That's why he came back. Cops urged members of the public to avoid any stray dogs in the area and to call 111 immediately if they are seen. Police added they were unable to provide a description of the animals involved in the tragic attack at this stage. A post-mortem examination of Neville is due to be carried out on Saturday, but police will remain at the scene overnight, according to Far North Area Investigations Manager, Detective Senior Sergeant Mark Dezu said. The Far North District Council, the Far North District Council's District Services General Manager, Dr. Dean Mockberg, said around 25 dogs have been taken from the property to its Christina shelter after being rounded up. Damn. He said they were unregistered and some were puppies, and confirmed the primary breed of the dogs were Neo Mastiff and Pit Bull's cross. Mockberg also described the dogs as being in very good condition. He was taking care of the dogs. It's unknown why there were that many dogs on site. It's just something that the police will have to get to the bottom of, and we will be assisting them where we can. A history check on the property found there were no active registered dogs. Hey man, he had some dogs that he didn't even know, and he didn't even know the full nature of them dogs and the fierceness of and what they was capable of doing. All dogs got teeth, all dogs bite, but there's some that's more vicious than others, especially if the Lord put a spirit on them to be like that. It says, go back to the book of Sirach chapter. I'm going to start from the top again. It says, there'll be, chapter 39, verse 28, there'll be spirits that are created for vengeance, in which in their fury lay on sore strokes. They laid some sore strokes in this guy here, man. This guy here, they laid on sore strokes in this guy here. And that's probably was his wife. there's a video, you can watch the video, but I don't want to play it because you know how YouTube get down. So I'm not going to play the video. But anybody can go on the Sun and look up this article and play the video if you choose to do so. It says, in the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Yeah, them dogs definitely appease the wrath of the Most High by more than this man to death, man. Sending this man off to his funeral, to the spirit world. And that's exactly what happened. He got ripped apart. Did him dirty, man. They did him dirty. And I can imagine the screams of horror and the screams of agony that he was going through when them dogs was giving him the business. Excuse me. So it reads, fire and hell and famine And what you see going on in California, all kind of raging forest fires, brush fires. It says, and hell. And when I was reading, the last I heard of the fires in California, it was torrential rains that was coming, and they kind of extinguished some of the fires, but now they in fear of mudslides. And that's all coming from the Lord, man. It says fire and hell and famine. You see what's going on around the world. Not just only in America, around the world. Food shortages, man. Food plants being burned down deliberately or allegedly accidentally. It says, and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, in which happened to this guy here, that bloody attack. Man being mauled to death by 6 dogs. Teeth of wild beasts, and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandments. When the Most High put that spirit on Medusa, and they're going to obey. And they're going to rejoice and to do, they're going to be out there waiting and rejoicing when the Lord give them a commandment to go and put somebody to death, man. Because they all in order. It says, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandments, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. They're going to fulfill everything the Most High tell them to do. If the Lord tell them to go out there and let's be a death angel and let's bring forth pestilence, they're going to do that. We're ready to see what's going on with the MP, a.k.a. the Jungle Bumps. We already know what's going on with that. Also, we already know what's going on with the other one. I'm not even going to pronounce it. I'm not even going to mention it. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And all this is coming from the Lord, man. And it's only going to get worse. There you have it. This guy here got mauled to death by some dogs. They probably was licking his blood, crunching down on his bones. They had a good time with him. See, one of the dogs came back for more. 1 Samuel 2:6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive, man. The Lord did that to him, man. Never forget that. The Lord did that to him, man. The Lord did that to him. The Most High killeth and maketh alive, man. There you have it, man. Hey, man, so that there's not much left to be said other than this dude got his ass handed to him. So, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakah Quadash, and double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. With that, Shalom.